Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mars for another action figure review. Happy Friday the 13th. I hope you're having a spooky Friday. Make sure to like this video if you're watching this on a Friday the 13th. Let's try to get at least 13 likes, right? Now, today we're looking at Mezco Toyz Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2. And as you can see for yourself, this figure is extremely detailed. I love the way they represented the rust on the helmet, how the blood stains on his apron is, and then the rust on his blade. It just looks really, really good. Now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and bring him in for a closer look. Bringing him in for a closer look, you'll be able to see what I mean by the detailing for the rust on the helmet. It looks really good. Again, the blood stains here on the pants, the blood on the gloves. You have the straps here. It looks good. And then on the back, you have all this nasty stuff here, just from like the infection, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, underneath the helmet, coming off the back of the neck. It looks awesome. Truly terrifying. And I'm glad I'm reviewing this on Friday the 13th. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this real quick. So now you can see the whole body. It looks good. Now you may wonder if you can take the apron off. You can. There is a little zipper here in the back. You just pull it down and you can see like the scars on his back and the muscle definition on the back. It looks nice, everyone. One of my favorite figures, one of my favorite horror game figures, I would say. Honestly, probably my favorite as of right now. Until Mezco decides to do Resident Evil, this is probably going to be my favorite one so far. Now, let's go ahead and take a... Oh, having a little trouble getting in the stand there. Okay. All right, now as we bring this helmet in for a closer look, again, the detailing is there. As you can see, and then underneath here, this reminds me of something from Stranger Things, like Vecna. Like this is Vecna's whole body, but you can see it here underneath the helmet. And the cool thing with this release is that you're not just getting one helmet, you're getting two. So let me go ahead and show you the second helmet real quick. Here is the second helmet, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe this helmet was from the actual Silent Hill movie. I know Pyramid Head originally appeared in Silent Hill 2, and this was the original design. And the only time outside of that he appeared in any kind of Silent Hill media was in the movie Silent Hill. And I'm pretty sure this is the design that they used in the movie. It looks nice. But I will say I prefer the other one just because of the detailing. But this one looks good too. They did a great job with the detailing on that. So you may ask yourself, does it capture the source material accurately? And I would say yes. Like this is spot on. Mezco did a really good job. They might have modified a few places, maybe with the strap here and the zipper in the back, but that's probably gonna be it. Other than that, it is a spot-on representation of Pyramid Head. Now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the pairs of hands, because he has a lot. He has a total of 6 pairs of hands, everybody. When it comes to Mezco, you don't need to worry about accessories because there's plenty. The 6 pairs of hands, we have some blood splashes and slashes. We've also got some bugs and a mannequin. A lot of goodies with this figure. So let's get right into it. To kick off the hands, we have the default closed fist that the figure comes with. Next up, we have his open, relaxed hands. And then for our third pair of hands, we also have, up next for our third pair of hands, we have more open, relaxed hands as well. Next up, we have some gripping hands, and I believe these gripping hands are going to be for the mannequin, which we will cover later on in the review, so make sure you stick around. And then for our fifth pair of hands, we have his blade-wielding hands. And then for his last pair of hands, we have his spear-wielding hands, because yes, Pyramid Head does come with a spear. With that out of the way, let's now get into all of the fun accessories. To kick off the accessories, I want you to notice a few things. One, we have all of these little bugs here as well. And then two is going to be this mannequin, which is like, I'm not sure what the I'm not sure what it was for in the game, but it's a really cool piece, definitely terrifying. And you can get it all posed up like this and stuff. You can, as you can see, really menacing, very detailed, all the blood stains and things like that. And something you don't want to wake up and see walking down your hallway or just at a school somewhere at nighttime. You don't want to see this particular creature or mannequin. So you do get this. It is articulated. It's like 4 points articulation, I guess. This is what this is. And you can have it all posed out different type of ways like this, put it on a wall or something. It's a great diorama piece, I would say, and a pretty cool accessory to come with this figure. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. And then we're gonna take a look at these little critters that comes with Pyramid Head. So here we go here, here's one. Try to get a little close up for you. It's really cool, and you get about, I don't even know, maybe 9 of these. See, 3, yeah, so you get 9 of these little critters here. Let me just put them in my hand and show you. So you get all of these guys here, which is pretty cool. Again, a nice piece for like a diorama set or just even for like a photo that you're gonna have with Pyramid Head. Pretty cool. I'm glad Mezco decided to add this with the release. All right, and then we're gonna bring over the spear. So we do have the spear here that I mentioned earlier. It looks very nice. I don't remember him having this in the game, but to be honest, I never beat the game. Never played the game. I do plan on playing the remake that should be coming out hopefully next year. So obviously follow my Instagram page and I'll keep you updated on stuff like that. So yeah, here's a spear, nice and detailed. And then his second weapon is his signature, most infamous weapon. Is going to be his like rust blade here. And it looks good. Looks very good. You can see the detailing with the rust. The handle looks good as well. But that's not all, folks. There's actually more. So let me grab this here for you. So along with everything else, we're going to be getting plenty of blood effects. Now, here is what you could do for his rust blade. So there's an option you have there. I believe the same goes for this as well. There's another option here. All right, and then 1 second, because we have a whole little compartment full of blood effects. Let me just show you briefly here. All these little blood effects. The more blood effects, the better, I always say. So now these don't stick or anything like that. Let me see, can I actually stick that in here? Oh wow, that's so cool. So yeah, you even have this effect here like this. And then this would be for you to wrap around a body. Let's take the mannequin for an example, I guess. And you can just have it like somewhere like that. So a lot of accessories with this release, a lot of awesome effect pieces as well, especially the blood effects, because these can be used for any other toy company, any other toy line, any other figures. So this is awesome to have. And even like this one right here is so cool. I like that. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, this one right here, super cool. All right, everyone, now that is going to cover it for all of the accessories. Now let's move into the articulation and conclude the review. All right, as we move into articulation, there's not a lot you should expect, at least from the head and neck from this figure. There's nothing going to be happening there. So I can show you here on camera just to show you. I mean, nothing really is going to happen. You can, move up and down. That's about it. And that's going to apply for both of the helmets. I'll grab the other one here real quick. So just to show you, yeah, nothing really is going to go on except for maybe this right here. Other than that, that's it. So with that being said, I am going to remove the helmet as we get into the articulation for the arms and legs. So he can look up, or I'm sorry. So, all right. So to get into the T-pose, no problem at all. Though I do want to make sure real quick he can do that with both heads, which he can. Looks like he can do it there. And he can do it there as well. Now, when it comes to putting your arms up, that's about as high, or that's how far it can go, his arms, while they're up, of course. And the same is probably going to be for the other head sculpt as well. No, the other one is actually worse. So there you go on that. All right, and then the arms are double jointed. You have a arm swivel as well, bicep swivel. No butterfly joints, though there is some movement in there for you. The wrist does rotate and it does hinge as well. Now when you get to tuck at the upper torso, there's not going to be a lot of movement there, which I wouldn't expect there to be anyways because of the character design. But there is some. Now, obviously I don't have the helmet on, but if I did have the helmet on, I would say that the articulation would probably be more limited than what it is now. And then going down into the legs, he can hit that 90 degree. There's double jointed knees there as well. You do have a leg swivel there. And then for the feet can't extend out too much. It can go up some. You have a little bit of rocker movement. And of course with Mezco, you never get your toe pivots. And then you can rotate them as well. And then for the split, yeah, that's your split there. So all in all, this figure is just really good for its presentation, but the articulation is decent, and the accessories, man, the accessories probably for me is going to be the best part of this release. With that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get into the final conclusion. Silent Hill 2's Pyramid Head from Mezco Toyz has to be one of my favorite horror releases of the year, just because of how well Mezco Toyz executed this release. The figure is extremely detailed, the accessories are amazing, and I'm just overall in awe that Mezco Toyz is picking up survival horror video game lines. I think that's amazing. So hopefully one day we'll see Resident Evil, and hopefully we'll see them flush out Silent Hill 2 more. You know, go and make us the nurse, or make us the main character. Some things like that would be incredible. So I am keeping my eye open for that. Now, would I recommend you this figure? Absolutely, especially if you're a horror fan or if you're a Silent Hill fan. If you're a Silent Hill fan, this is a must-have. For $100, you're getting well worth the amount of money you're spending on this figure. Now, I do random subscriber shoutouts, and I want to thank you personally for coming by on Friday the 13th and watching this Pyramid Head review. I do acknowledge you. Now, for all my other subscribers out there, make sure you stick around to the very end of the video, because you too may also receive a subscriber shout out. If you haven't seen my latest Mezco review of Leatherface, go check it out, and go check out my Mezco Toyz playlist. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.